Hi, I'm Yannick Hanfman.
I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Dennis Kudla.
This is Sebastian Wolfner.
It's Marc-Andrea Whistler.
I am Francisco Cerundolo.
And you're listening to the GTL podcast. Hopefully you enjoy it.
Welcome back, tennis fans. Indian Wells time, but this time on the women's side. That's right. We know we've got the big four on the men's. We've also got a big four on the women's side. But at Indian Wells, this is a tournament that nobody has won more than twice as a player. And will we have Rybakina going for her second? Will she be able to achieve it this year, JG?
Yeah, it's wild that she won it last year. I didn't realise until I saw the graphic on social media not too long ago of her holding the trophy. She was an unlikely champion. Is she going to follow it up? Only time will tell. She's certainly not one of the big favourites, but she's going to be there or thereabouts, let's be honest. I think this year she had a few wobbles. Australian Open losing to Blinkova, wasn't expecting it. Since then in Dubai, She lost some matches maybe she could have won. She then pulled out of one of the recent events as well. Against, was it Paolini? When she got to sort of the quarters or semi-final. Hopefully she's fully fit. Hopefully we can see a good level. But like you say, there's the big four in there. And Coco Gauff has a point to prove as well because she's been not playing very well this last month.
Yeah, I would agree with that. The one player everyone's going to be scared of, I believe, is going to be Iga at this tournament when she's playing her best tennis. This type of court, slightly slower on the hard court, and she dominates. If she's able to get into the court, get into the rally, take on your second serve. Rybakina did well to beat her last year. She has to be in top form. That's the one thing. Same with Coco Gauff. Same with Sabalenka as well. All of these players have to be on top form to beat Iga Swiatek. I think even Iga Swiatek at about 60%, they need to be on their top game to beat her.
These conditions do suit Coco as well, though.
A little bit,
Let's start with something a bit different today. Let's go through some of the odds. And these are the odds for each quarter. So Iga is the favourite to win quarter one, with the second favourite being Ostapenko and Andreeva. Great to see Katie Bolter in there. Of course, she's playing very well. In quarter two, the favourite is,
Rybakina.
of course, Rybakina. But this one, not as big a favourite as Iga. She's got Kalinskaya, Vondrausova, Paolini, Hadid Meyer in there. Potapova, Kostyuk, who's playing quite well. But I would say this maybe not as good as Iga's one.
No, and then go moving to the third.
This one's winnable, personally. I think Qinwen Zheng is okay. She's had a great draw at the Australian Open. I think it's made her look better than what she actually is. Osaka, hot and cold, not quite made it yet, and got back to the heights. Her movement's still a bit of a concern. Coco Gauff should be cleaning this one up, and I think that is good value at just over evens to win this quarter. Just looking at them names.
Azarenka in there as well, the 2012 champion of Indian Wells, and also don't forget that amazing final that she had against Paula Badoza. And that was the one that was played, I think it was in like November time.
21, was it?
Yeah, it was an incredible one of the best finals I think I've watched in like a WTA Masters event. I think that was so competitive, 2 tie breaks in it, and it was anybody's. I didn't even care who won by the end. I thought it was super impressive from both players. So a person to watch out for, Azarenka. Let's move on to the final quarter, and obviously Sabalenka, she's going to be the favourite here at 2.1 for her, and Pegula the second favourite at 6s.
Yeah, I really like this for Saba. It looks great. You've got Pegula's, Vitolina, Navarro, Fernandez, Sakari, Raducanu, lucky to be in there, a lot of these names. I feel Sabalenka, just like I said with Coco Gauff, for them it's very comfortable. But initially looking at this, it seems like Iga has a pretty tough draw. She's got some tough players in her quarter. And she would be on the same side as Rybakina.
Yes, that is correct. Not something that she will be, she would have been hoping for come the draw, because obviously remember last year she did have to play her in the semi-final, and she did get beaten 2-2 by what was then, which is strange to say, I think she was the 10th seed, Rybakina, which is a bit crazy. That's what I'm looking at on Wikipedia, and it's saying that she was the champion from 10th seed, which is pretty crazy. So anyway, let's look at the past champions. Rybakina was the last champion. She had a fantastic final against Sabalenka, that epic tiebreak in the first set, 13-11, and then sealed it in straights. And then Iga won the time before. That was Sakari, a nice easy victory, 6-4, 6-1. Badoza, we just spoke about that one. Andreescu, I mean, that was back in the heyday when Andreescu was playing her best tennis. Osaka, always dangerous. Don't know if she is at the moment, but... And Vesnina, that would seem like a little bit of a shocker one there. 2 Russians in the final.
Yeah, I hope Osaka can roll it back, because I've got her in my top 10 come the end of the year, and she needs some points. So I'm hoping we get her to win a few matches at least.
Yes.
Let's get into the draw. If you want to play along at home, download the TNNS Tennis app. Probably said another too many N's there. Sounded like it. It's Apple or Android, free to download. You can compete against me and Ben, and we can laugh at you when we beat you.
That's it. Well, let's get started. I know that there is a very, very big draw, so let's start ticking them off. We've got Iga with the bye. We'll have Danielle Collins beating the qualifier.
Should we mention who the qualifiers are briefly?
Yeah, I think we probably should.
Because a lot of this is not going to be filled out. So let's just go through some of the names. They are playing right now. And what I'll do in typical fashion on GTL is just highlight some of the bigger names in the qualifiers who I think could do something.
Okay.
Right, I'm going
so
to have to find them though.
That's all right. I'll share this and you can see who's playing in the finals. So people
That's
who
right,
have
I've got it now. Most are through.
qualified.
So we've got Hontama, of course. She did very well against Claire Liu. Someone who I picked for beat the odds. Harriet Dart went out. Baptiste is through. Masarova went through. Sramakova, Hebino, Pera, Montgomery. I hate to be dismissive. None of these names are going to do very well at all. I think the qualifiers do not impress me much. I would have been more excited to have a Harriet Dart, but she's gone out. And looking through some of the other names, they're just not that great. There's not one name which I'm looking at and thinking this is going to be someone to watch. Maybe Montgomery, just because she's American and could do something special. But on this basis, I would elect to not pick the qualifiers in a lot of the matchups, depending on who the opponent is, of course.
Yeah, for
Do
sure.
you agree with that assessment, or do you love them?
Nah, I'm not big on these qualifiers.
The men's ones are a lot better.
Much better. Yeah.
I think some of the men's qualifiers have the ability to go through a few rounds. I don't see any of these ones doing a big Raducanu run.
Sara Rani.
No.
Anyway, let's move away from that before we say something we shouldn't. Okay, so I'm going to go Danielle Collins to beat the qualifier, and I'm going to stick with it.
Yeah.
Katie Boulter to beat Georgie.
Definitely. Noskova with a bye. Keys with a bye. Pick one of the qualifiers for now. I'll have Putintseva beating Korpach, Alexandrova, Ostapenko. I'm going to go Kerber to beat Martic. Probably underdog.
I don't know if she is, but I'm going to go Martic to take out Kerber.
I mean, Venus Williams is just a joke. So.
I mean, she's still in. She's still playing.
This
Not
is
to
a
be rude.
horrible one because it's Venus versus a qualifier, and I've just said so many bad things about the qualifiers. Depends
Surely
who it
Venus
is.
goes through then, based upon
It
that.
depends who it is. I'll put probably Venus through. I don't know why, but why not?
She's
I'd like
got-
to see her win.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer her to go through. I think it does more for the tournament than the others.
Yeah, so I'll have Kudermetova, Vekic, Wozniacki, Mira Andreeva, Ons-Jabeur, Rybakina, Badoza,
Yeah, just.
Bauskova,
I would go the same, yeah.
Potapova, Kalinskaya, Bias, Lynette,
Yeah.
Maria to beat Rus.
I mean, that one's a bit of a pick-em, really. I'll go Roos.
Paolini, Paolini now seed. Big seed as well at
Yeah,
that.
I mean,
Important
13.
to know,
as well.
13.
It's huge.
That's
that.
crazy. I'd like to see how she gets on. I'll have
Might win it.
Wang, Kesler, Pavlyuchenkova, Kostyuk, Zhang.
This Kessler, is she
Saville.
good? Not too sure. Maybe it'd be
I did
good
see
enough.
something. I don't know so much now.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I mean,
Bondravsova, King Wing Zheng, Gracheva.
I'm gonna go. Well, no, not so quick on that, mate. Just skimming past Yuan. She just literally just won a tournament. She's in amazing form, and this is you've picked Gracheva. She's on a 5-match losing streak. I mean, I'm going Yuan definitely.
Let me have a look at this.
Yuan.
Who's she beaten?
Who? Yuan.
Oh, she's actually quite high actually in the rankings now.
Yeah, I mean that win for her, she did pretty well. She just won in Austin.
Yeah, I'm actually still going Gracheva.
Oh no! Well, everyone's bad
Let's
run
see.
has to come to an end.
Gracheva's a better player. Books.
I'm gonna go
Azarenka.
Dollarhide.
I don't think I've
Azarenka.
ever picked Dollarhide in any
No.
draw ever.
Why
I've never
not?
picked Dollarhide ever. I've never really watched her, to be fair. Sestea, Sloane Stephens,
Yeah,
Avanesian,
yeah, really like her.
Kasatkina, Samsonova, Osaka. It's got a qualifier. That's nice for
Yeah.
her.
I think that's good. I'm gonna go
gonna go
Schmidlova.
Wang.
I'm gonna go Schmidlova.
Mertens, Kalanina, Freck.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Freck as
I
well.
really feel like maybe we should be filling these in before. But let us know in the comment section. Do you enjoy us going match by match in the early stages? Because it just sounds like I'm reading off a lot of names. Or would you rather us start from maybe like a second or a third round? Just so it's not so name after name. Especially these ones, because most of them are buys or pretty one-sided.
Close to a bye. I'm gonna go Burrell to knock out Wang. Then we got Gauff.
Bye.
Yeah, Gauff and Pagula with a bye. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Blinkova to knock out the Pliskova.
No, I'm going to go Pliskova. I'll have
I thought you liked Blinkova.
I'll have
Parry to beat Trevisan.
I'm going to go Trevisan, Leila Annie Fernandez, Garcia, Kenin.
Yeah, Kenin. Schneider to knock out
I might go
Bogdan.
Schneider as well. Sakari, Svitolina, Siniakova,
Yeah.
Sarenko, Navarro, Yastremska, Raducanu versus a qualifier.
That's good. Good for
So
her.
Raducanu and Osaka get a qualifier.
Not so good for the next round though. Yastremska been in good form this year.
Peyton Stearns and Sabalenka.
I go Stearns there, and then we go back to the top.
I'm relieved I got through it. Now
I know,
it starts a little bit.
Oh, it always seems to be Iga versus Danielle Collins. Is this just like they always on the same side of the draw all the time? I swear.
Does happen like that sometimes in tennis, but I feel Igor will be all right against Collins on this occasion.
Didn't they play recently? She's 5-1 in the head-to-head against Collins. I swear they played like very recently. I don't know.
Don't remember.
Yeah, in the Australian Open. Yeah, it was actually 3 sets. So
Oh yeah.
I think she'll beat her though. I think
that's
these courts suit Iga more than the Australian Open courts.
I'll have Bolter beating Noskova.
I don't think so. I think that Balter's going to be a little bit like, whoa, I've done quite a lot already. It's a lot of expectation, and Noskova's going to take her out.
Okay, Keys, Alexandrova, Ostapenko, Kudermetova,
Can't
Vekic
pick
picks
these.
itself.
Yeah, I can't seem to pick any of these. This is good, isn't it? Okay, we'll just have to go with Ostapenko, and I
You were
can't.
going to pick that anyway, wasn't you?
What's that? Yeah, Ostapenko was. The others I can't for some
Right.
reason. We'll just keep going.
We're back with a new draw. Ben's one was messing up, so we've gone for the old school white one. And Ben's gone for Hadidmire to beat Wang, just to keep everyone up to date. I don't know where it was last, when it was in the last bit. We've got Pavlyuchenko beating Kessler. I'm going to go Kostyuk to beat Zhang.
Yep, same.
Bondravsova to beat Saville. Zheng to beat Gracheva. Azarenka to beat Buxa. Sestea to beat Stephens.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Are you agreeing on all of these?
Yeah, not all of them, but I think that we're going to maybe differ at some point. I'm going to go Kasatkina to knock out Avanesian.
Yeah, me too. I'll have Osaka beating Samsonova.
That's where I think we're going to differ. I'm
No,
going to have
come
Osaka
on,
going
man.
out.
She needs to for my draw, or not, for my top 10. Mertens to beat Wang.
I'm going to have
Kalanina to beat
Schmidlova
Freck.
to knock out Mertens. I'm going to have Kalinina to beat Freck, I agree. Gauff to beat Burrell.
Yeah. Pegula to beat Pliskova.
To beat Blink. Fernandez to beat Parry.
Yeah. Garcia to beat Kenin.
Yep.
Sakari to beat Schneider.
Yeah.
Just. Svitolina to beat Siniakova.
Agreed.
Navarro to beat Sorenko. Raducanu to beat Yastremska.
Don't agree. I think Yastremska wins.
Yeah, and then I'll go Sabalenka to beat Peyton Stearns.
Could be a good draw for Raducanu, maybe, if she was to get through that Yastremska one. I don't know. But I don't see it happening. I think, Iga Noskova, I think that she'll get some revenge from the Australian Open now. It's pretty much the same draw as the Australian Open for Iga, isn't it? It's a bit weird. She's playing the same players.
It does look the same. I can see it now as I'm looking at it. I've got Katie Bolter there, but I think that'd be too much. I'll have Keys beating Alexandrova. Ostapenko to beat Kudermetova.
Yes.
I'm going to have Mira Andreeva to beat Vekic.
Yeah, I would agree.
What has Mira Andreeva done?
Of late, I've not really been keeping too up to date.
I've not seen her play.
I haven't really seen what she's been up to. I think her last match she lost, I was against Peyton Stearns.
So she lost in Dubai.
Yeah, she just went out early doors, so it was tough to really get anything from that.
Rybakina to beat Potapova, Paolini to beat Kalinskaya, Haddad Maia to beat Pavlyuchenkova.
I'm going to have Kalinskaya to beat Paolini. And then I'm going to have Pavlyuchenkova to beat Haddad Maia.
Just kind of ruin my top 10.
Kostyuk to beat Vondrousova.
Who's in your top 10?
All the big ones.
Mukova, how's she getting on?
She's injured. She's got a wrist in plaster.
That's a good pick. Right.
Azarenka to be knockout Zheng.
Yeah.
Sestaya to knock out Kasatkina.
Nope. I'm going to have Kasatkina.
Yeah, I think that as well. I don't know why I've gone for that. Anyway, Samsonova to knock out Schmeidlova.
I'm going to go Saka to beat Mertens.
Gauff to knock out Kalinina.
Yeah. Then Leyla Fernandez.
Pegula to knock out Leyla Fernandez.
Garcia to beat Sakari.
Nah. I'm going to go Sakari. This is terrible. Why does Sakari make it through again? It's not going to be for long.
Svitolina and Saba to destroy Raducanu.
I'm going to have Navarro going through in America. And Sabalenka she'll beat whoever's there.
Okay, round of 16 now. Iga Keys. I'll have Iga beating Keys.
Iga beating Alexandrova.
Ostapenko beating Andreeva.
Yeah, I agree.
Rybakina beating Paolini.
I'm going to have Kalinskaya beating Rybakina.
Haddad Maia beating Kostyuk.
I'm going to have Kostyuk beating Pavlyuchenkova.
Azarenka Kasatkina. I'm going to go Azarenka.
I'm having Azarenka as well. That's a tough one, your one. I think tougher than mine to pick.
Saka Coco Gauff.
I've got Gauff Samsonova. I'm going to have Gauff.
I'm going to go with Saka to knock out Gauff.
Somebody is
trying
to get some points.
Leyla Fernandez to beat Garcia.
Pegula to beat Sakari.
Where's my Pegula then? Did I just not pick her for one round?
You just knocked her out. You had Fernandez knocking her out.
Did I?
By the sounds of it.
Oh no, I never picked out Pegula Pliskova, that's why. That one was missing. I would have picked Pegula. Oh, it doesn't let me pick it.
It's had a shambles there.
It's not letting me click on it.
Anyway,
Saba's going to beat Svitolina. Maybe
I've got Saba beating Navarro down the bottom. Right. Okay. Back to the top. And we're going to have Iga versus Ostapenko. Really? Is this just all Iga's draw always the same? She just has to play Daniel Collins, Noskova, Ostapenko. I think she beats her. She beats Ostapenko.
Yeah, I think she would as well. I'm going to have Haddad Maia, though, beating Rybakina.
And I'm going to have Kalinskaya to knock out Kostyuk.
I'm then going to go Osaka to beat Azarenka as well.
I'm going to have Gauff to beat Azarenka.
The Osaka resurgence and Sabre at the bottom.
Yeah, I think she's going to beat Pegula. Sorry, JPEG. It's all the way to the top. And we've got our semi-finals. I've got Iga versus Kalinskaya for my one in the top semi-final.
And then we've got Gauff, Sabre at the bottom.
Yeah.
3 of the 4. I've got 2 of the 4. I've got Iga Hadidmaya and Osaka Sabalenka.
I mean, just stop it.
It's very top 10 beneficial, that one.
Pushing Hadidmaya. What's she been doing of late?
Mate, I think she could come good.
Flogging a dead horse.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of Brazilians there in California cheering her on. The Latino community.
Of course there is. Right. Iga versus Kalinskaya in a semi-final. She played her recently. Kalinskaya battered her.
I think
it's not going to happen.
Iga's going to beat Hadidmaya, definitely. She always does.
These
Probably
courts
send her to the bakery. This
suits Iga, this surface. So I think she will. She doesn't have to play Rybakina. I think Kalinskaya on this surface won't be as good.
And hear me out. If Osaka's got all the way to the semi, she could beat a Sabalenka, but she's not going to. And I think it's pushing it that she's got that far. So I'm going to go for Sabalenka.
And I'm going to go for Coco Gauff to knock out Sabalenka in the semi. So we're going to get the Iga Gauff final. It's a bit of a risky one, I think, with Coco, because I'm not really sure if she's up to the task at the minute. But
no. I've gone for the Iga Saber final, and it's only going to go one way in the desert. It's going to be Iga Swiatek winning India and Wales.
Yeah.
And the first part of the Sunshine Double. I think she'll beat Sabalenka. It'll suit her more than Miami. And I think she's just a more reliable pick in that combination at the moment. Saber, I think, has a higher ceiling when she's playing great. But we're not sure that she's going to be like that. So I'm going to be playing it safe and going for Iga.
Yeah. I think it is sort of the safe bet. And plus, she must be getting so used to playing those players by now that surely she must be. That's it. Or maybe they're getting used to playing her. I would say Kalinskaya, my dark horse pick for the tournament, though. She's been playing pretty well in 2024.
And my one's quite easy. It's Naomi Osaka, someone who's won this event before, unseeded, tough draw, but if anyone can do it, Naomi Osaka can. And that is my dark horse for Indian Wells. Let us know your picks in the comment section below. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. And we'll pop the men's video with our draw preview in the comment section to this video. So if you want to check that out, it is right below. Anything left to say, Ben?
No. Player roulette. Maybe we'll have to do that on a separate video.
Yeah.
And if you want to join, make sure to sign up to the Patreon.
Yeah, sign up to the Patreon and we'll spin the wheel and we'll reveal who has who. But yeah, thank you everyone. Go listen to us on Spotify as well. If you want to listen to just our voices, that's on there. And Ben's uploaded that for the men's already. This one will be uploading very soon.